And Max Alleyne has gone back to Manchester City.
Max Alleyne is gone. Max Alleyne is gone.
No longer big.
Yeah,
It's a big loss though.
Yeah, yesterday I watched the game and yeah, I felt really proud. The level he showed, the level he competed yesterday.
Javi, we haven't spoken to you since Hull. Just give us an idea of what happened there and what went on during that time.
In this moment, I don't understand why we didn't play. Because, of course, we wanted to play. We thought that the pitch was in a good condition to do it. Of course, around the pitch, there were something that maybe could delay a little bit the beginning of the game. But, after all the supporters traveling, all of us ready to play, we were really disappointed with the timing and the process, and of course for all the supporters, our supporters.
What was the explanation from Hull City?
Yeah, in the last meeting was that they couldn't assure the security of the players. That was the explanation.
But who has to agree that because you wanted to play, they presumably didn't want to?
Yeah, I said my opinion, and after I had to accept the EFL decision.
Did you speak to the Hull manager during the?
Yeah. We in the last meeting were the referees, the Hull manager, me, and different safety personnel from there, and then all of us said our opinion. And in that case, I was the only that wanted to play.
So you were the only one out of all of the groups wanting to play. It felt odd that I'm assuming the ground staff would get there 9, 10 in the morning, that the areas that weren't right, that couldn't be dealt with.
I prefer not to speak too much about that.
And since then, has there been any other? Have you had to write reports, things like that?
No, nothing else.
So
after being there and knowing we didn't have to play, we organized to come back and to prepare next game. You cannot do anything else. The moment was the last meeting when I could see my opinion. After that, you cannot say and do anything.
Before we move on, just a thought for the supporters, many of who travelled 4 hours to get there and then had to go straight back home 4 hours. Someone came over from Gracia especially for it. I mean, they're all different stories. I mean, for them, that's who it affects most.
All of us were disappointed because we wanted to play, but of course we were really, really disappointed for them because, as you say, many of them are coming from different places with that desire to watch the game and to support the team. And the first thing we did when we knew we didn't play was go out, speak with the player, explain to them that we couldn't play, and after directly go to the supporters and explain to them what was happening.
Do you think the EFL will punish Hull?
I don't know. I don't understand because it's different than Spain. In Spain, for example, when one game is suspended, like some game this season happened, you play the minutes you have to play with the players you were playing. If you were with 10, you start with 10. If you were losing, you start losing. It's something I'm get used to do it. Yeah.
I suppose a final one on this. When it does get rearranged in whenever 6 weeks' time, you'll have plenty of motivation, you and your team.
Yeah, we have the motivation we need to face every game. In this case, we'll be ready. We are waiting the best date to compete, to play that game, and I'm sure we'll be ready.
Such a shame because 4 wins in a row, real momentum behind Watford, but I suppose you carry that forward now.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I know, I don't know where we are going to play, but when we play it, we'll be ready to compete our best level. Maybe with all the squad, maybe with in other moment, coming from wins, coming from defeats, but we'll be ready for sure.
Having had that game postponed, you've had a bit longer to rest. Will that affect the team that you picked this weekend for the FA Cup?
Yeah, it's other competition. I think it's a good moment to see the power we have as a squad, and yeah, it's a good moment maybe to see more players that they don't have the minutes they deserve in the championship competition. But yeah, we are ready to compete our best level, try to keep this momentum and try to get good result.
So for players like Mendy, Semedo, Irankunda, a real opportunity, Kevin, to show you what they can do.
Yeah, I don't want to say names, but yeah, many of them will have this chance. But the most important is be ready to compete our best level, knowing it's a competition where we want to compete in more time.
The FA Cup is a traditional great club competition. When there is a lot of rotation and changes to teams, there's an argument that you're not treating it seriously. What would you say to that?
Yeah, you were here when in my first season here, and we were able to compete in the league, being the 11th at the end, and at the same time playing a FA Cup final, And I rotated from the beginning the players. I listened many opinions about that we didn't respect the competition, but at the end we achieved the final. The respect is clear. We respect the competition. For me, FA Cup is something really special, very good memories, and of course, I would like to repeat experience like I had in that season with Watford. In this moment, we are focused on trying to win the next game and try to be alive in this competition.
Quick couple on a couple of players. Chakvetadze wasn't going to play at Hull. Was that just a precaution?
With Giorgi, we spoke in the last press conference. We have to take care of him because he was coming from a long time injured, and he doesn't feel any special, but is good in this moment to take care of him a little bit, and I'm sure he will be ready when we need him.
Jeremy and Gracia, how's he?
Yeah, he has a little hip problem, but I don't know when, but he will be ready soon. Yeah.
And Max Alleyne has gone back to Manchester City.
Max Alleyne is gone. Max Alleyne is gone.
No longer think.
Yeah,
It's a big loss though.
Yeah, yesterday I watched the game, and yeah, I felt really proud. The level he showed, the level he competed yesterday, and all of us here, all the club, we are really happy for him. Of course, is not good for us to lose one player like Max, but we try to find the solution with the players we have, with the club. It is possible to find another good player for that position, but yeah. Of course, we wish him all the best. He deserves, as a player, as a person, all the best. And yeah, we follow our competition with the players we have and try to give our best level in the next games.
You've got Abankwah, you've got Kevin, you've got Mendy, but would that now be the priority now that Elaine's gone?
The priority is to win next game with the players we have. Yeah, that's my objective. We'll see the way we can do it, but we can do it only with the players we have. That's what I can say.
Do you hope to have Edo Kayembe back for Saturday?
Yeah, Edo is coming, and if everything is right, tomorrow he will be training with the team.
Just wondered what your memories are of the third round at Woking last time. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I have a good relationship with his manager from that day. Was an amazing experience, good experience for me, for sure. And it was an important step in that FA Cup. Yeah.
Do you feel a connection with the FA Cup because of that season and the run that you went on?
Yeah, we had to play many games away. If you remember, we played all the games away until we played against Palace at home. And all of them had different circumstances, different level of the teams. But the team competed, and if you remember, we competed in many games with players that they didn't have the minutes they expected in Premier League, and we competed really well. That's my objective for this competition, and try to enjoy and to get good results.
Cool. Valon, so as we discussed, you've lost Max Alleyne and Caleb Wiley's gone back to Chelsea this week as well. You able to just explain the process behind what happened with losing those two and what the club's plans are to potentially replace them this month?
Well, of course, about Wiley, we were expecting that because we waited for him, but his physical condition wasn't good enough at some point, and we just sent him back. We believed on him because he was an important player when we took him in the summer, but then just for the physical condition, we had to send him back. We didn't expect about Max for sure. It was something that was not in the plan, but obviously with what happened to Man City, they decided to recall Max. But this is also a good reason to be proud of the work that we have done with him, the work that we do with the young players, and it's important to understand that, to have this kind of status with the other club, a relationship when they send a young player. We know how to work. The individual work has been excellent, and then Javi especially make him do the right step. At the beginning wasn't a starters, then slowly became very important to us. And it was a process, and I think it worked really well. With that being said, the solution could be internal solution. First of all, evaluating a little bit what we have here in the building, and then, of course, together with Javi, what he wants to explore one of two areas of where Javi feels that we need within our budget, but completely together with Javi, with the ideas of Javi.
Mm. Is there any prospect of Max coming back at the end of the month?
Yeah, that's the things we were, let's say, thinking before the game of yesterday. Maybe it don't settle well, but I don't think it's the case after the game of yesterday. And of course we are happy for him. But yeah, well, I don't hide the fact that I was thinking about that, but I changed my idea yesterday, so. But as I said, we have also internal solution. We have a little bit of time to understand if we need to go to the market or not, and this is up to also the evaluation of Javi during this few days and weeks.
And that would be the case for left back potentially as well.
Yeah, left back Bola has been consistent. Has always played, even while he was here. Has always played. If you find the right things, yes. Otherwise, we can stay like this, And this is something that we haven't had maybe while for 2 games, so we can keep going like this. Of course, we need to pay attention on every solution, but right now it's not the priority. Let's put it in this way.
And midfield was an area we talked about before. Is that one that's still progressing, looking to bring a midfielder in?
Yeah, could be. But first of all, we have a lot of players. You know, players that they didn't get so many minutes. We have important players like Sissoko and Mendy. They don't have so much minutes. They are important. So the ones that are, for example, Pierre, we need to find a solution. First, I think it's important to find a solution for the player that didn't have so much minutes, and then yes, explore also that area could be interesting for us.
And Pierre, is there any progress on that deal?
We are working. It's a solution that we want to make both sides happy, and so I think it's a bit early, of course, but we want to find a solution for him to get some minutes and to have also a player that is happy to play.
And in other areas, I guess you'd say that you're versatile and ready to move if an opportunity comes along in any position.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with the quality players. If there is any opportunity, if there is any case, we are ready. But January is not an easy market. You know, it's very short. Normally, the players that are on the market are the ones that are not doing very well in their club. So that depends. But we are ready to any kind of opportunity, and that's what we do, and that's what we did at the end of the day. You know, our market that we have done in the summer, 14 players, 14 signing. That's something important, and great player. Shown the quality of the player, individual quality has been excellent. And then, of course, with David, we find the right environment, right pieces. That's why we don't want to just break that. You know, what Javi guys create to this team, we don't want to, you know, try with the market break a little bit this kind of environment that we have now. We are all excited. You know, the other day even the team was tired. They wanted to play. So this show just what is the energy right now, and it's important. If we do something in January, we have to be very sure and very calm when we decide, because absolutely there is one thing that we don't want to do is just compromise this energy that we have inside the building.
Scott Duxbury in his programme notes, I think last game, home game, spoke about the recruitment policy not changing, bringing in young overseas talent. If Watford did really want to make a go of it this time round for automatic promotion, would you think about getting in maybe 2 or 3 experienced ones in those crucial positions, or will it be more likely the younger ones?
But I think the younger ones are maybe a project that you can build and study during the summer. In January, we have to bring in players that are ready. They have some minutes. We don't have time to, you know, put them in a condition because there's so many games. As I said before, depends on what Javi really need, what he wants, and together we're gonna take a decision. Then age is not really something that we look at it, because we saw that like this we can be competitive even if we are one of the youngest team in Europe.
Watford are being heavily linked with the good Italian midfielder who had the heart problem, Kwadwo Baah. Is there anything on that?
Look, Eduardo is a fantastic player. He's a player that can play in any Premier League team, top class. I think it could be a dream for us to have him. I don't think we have big chances to have him, but it can happen a miracle. Yes, we're talking about a player that can play in any top Premier League club when he's fit. So, of course, he's a quality player, and we are always keen on this kind of profile. But I see him very, very difficult, you know, because we're talking a 25 million player, you know. Then we have a great relationship. Yes, of course, could help, maybe, but right now is a dream. Is almost impossible in the way we see it. But of course, if happen, it's like a dream come true for us.
Foremost Mendy, what's his situation? Because he's not really been around the team, let alone the squad, let alone the team. Is he somebody that can still play a part?
I think with the fact that Max left us, he can open a spot for him, but it's something that he has to take his chance during the training session, take his chance when if Javi thinks that he can play. It's a competition. We told him we know that it's a competition, and to figure out the best team, you need to push. You need to win the competition between the player. The team is shown that has a great standard quality. So he need to take a chance and fight for his place in every training session. He's doing fantastically. He's pushing every day. Very disciplined guy, very good person. But then it's something that Javi has to decide, and he sees him every training session. So I think he just needs to take his chance when the time's come, and then show his quality.
A final one. Chikavani has been brought back. How far away might he be, or is he a year, much longer project?
Yeah, much longer project. We're talking about a young talent, a younger prospect. Need to do a lot of individual work. Need to find, let's say, like project like Otmane. At the beginning we didn't see him so much. It takes months and months to have a high level performance. And I think we're gonna do almost the same. Maybe a slow process, because he's gonna train with us, but then play with the under 21. That's his status at the moment. All right. Thank you, mister.
Finito.
Thank you. I didn't feel the pressure. Don't worry.
Finito.